The Gaza Strip, an area spanning just about 25 miles long and 7 miles wide, is experiencing a situation of such severity that it's impossible to ignore. The region is grappling with destruction and despair, and today we aim to provide a chronological overview of the events that have unfolded. The saga began in May of 2021 when an Israeli airstrike targeted a high-rise in Gaza. This wasn't just any building, though. It housed the offices of international news organizations like the Associated Press and Al Jazeera. The Israel Defense Forces, or IDF, alleged that the building was also home to Hamas military intelligence assets, even going as far as to accuse Hamas of using journalists as human shields. The response from media advocacy groups and news organizations was quick and sharp. They demanded a detailed justification for the attack and raised concerns about the freedom of the press. The IDF maintained that the building was a lawful military target, housing a Hamas research and development unit. However, the Associated Press, which had journalists inside the building at the time of the airstrike, questioned the lack of evidence to support these claims. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken disclosed that the U.S. had received further information about Israel's destruction of the Gaza high-rise. However, he didn't provide any further comments. Despite U.S. President Joe Biden's call for a ceasefire, the conflict between Israel and Hamas continued unabated. Fast forward to October of 2023, and the situation has escalated significantly. Israel has launched a continuous bombardment of the Gaza Strip following deadly attacks by Hamas. Israeli officials have indicated that this is just the beginning and that a ground invasion is likely. The IDF has targeted over 2,300 Hamas sites, leading to significant destruction and casualties. Hundreds of thousands of Israeli soldiers are mobilizing near Gaza in preparation for a potential ground invasion. But experts warn that a ground invasion could be challenging due to the urban environment and Hamas's defensive tactics. Amidst all this, there are fears of a humanitarian crisis unfolding in Gaza. To summarize, the Gaza Strip is witnessing an unprecedented crisis. It all began with the destruction of a high-rise housing media offices in May of 2021, which escalated to Israel's continuous bombardment of the region in October 2023. Calls for a ceasefire have been largely ignored, leading to a situation where a ground invasion seems imminent. Amidst all this, the concerns for the freedom of the press and the looming humanitarian crisis cannot be overstated. This situation is a stark reminder of the complexities and challenges that persist in the region. It underscores the need for dialogue, understanding, and most importantly, peace. The hope is that these troubling times will soon give way to a future where the people of Gaza can live without fear and destruction.